What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Human League, and we're back with their 1986 album Crash, and the next tune in the playlist is Are You Ever Coming Back? It's a straightforward question. It, of course, makes me think we could be talking about a relationship that, by the perspective of the asker, seemed to fall apart and or separate very quickly and abruptly to the point where they're unsure of the other person's intent or their status or their location, most literally. So the idea of not being sure if this is completely the end and they're never going to see the other person again, or maybe wondering, speculating whether this is a temporary situation or the other person might change their mind and return. So yeah, it's a person seeking clarification, and again, my inclination is to think that it comes within the context of an interpersonal / romantic relationship. Let's see what it is in practice, or at least what I can pick up on a first listen. This is the Human League. The song is Are You Ever Coming Back? And it's from their 1986 album Crash. a very interesting ending to the tune sonically, because at first it seemed like, okay, it's just a very gradual fade, but that's not quite what it was. Like, the main part of the song, it did fade, but there were some ambient layers, including that wind sound, which didn't fade and then sort of dissipated at the end like a proper ending. So it was sort of like a hybrid. It was a bit of a fade out ending, but also it had a proper like cold ending. So yeah, really interesting composition there. Like sonically overall, I'd say number one, it's very identifiably Human League. Even without hearing Oakey's voice, I think you might be able to call out that this is a Human League tune, which I say in a very positive way. Next, I would say, while it might not be the most attention-grabbing tune in their catalog, I found it very enjoyable, meaning, I don't think it's their best tune, maybe not even the best on this album so far, but there's nothing wrong with it, and I think it is, it sounds like it could be on an 80s compilation. It just has that, like, classic vintage 80s sound. Lyrically, I think I was right. I think it is about the uncertainty at the maybe end of a relationship. I mean, he's overtly asking, like, is this really the end? And are you ever coming back? Or the feeling, though, or the separation, though, is about something more specific than I was thinking. It sounds like, at least from the point of view of the narrator, and obviously that's not necessarily the case. Indeed, the Human League catalog has had songs, including, most famously, Don't You Want Me, where, like, if you read between the lines of the narrator's words, you get a sense that he might be an unreliable narrator, that, like, the way he's seeing and casting things might be very different than what the person on the other side of it is thinking and feeling about the situation. But from the point of view of the narrator here, it sounds like the relationship has fallen apart because of a matter of pride. Not like a serious problem, or at least like it's not being overtly described that way. Not because of some fundamental incompatibility, but rather because one or both of them are too proud to change their behavior or admit they were wrong or be more sympathetic to the other person. So it's almost like, they want to, their pride in their righteousness or their correct view on whatever the situation was is the thing preventing them from coming back together. And maybe given the questions from the narrator here, it's like he's suggesting the pride is too strong on the part of the other person. Like, it's only pride, your pride, and, never wanting to be wrong or whatever. That's the only thing preventing you from coming back. Now, again, maybe the other person would have a different view, so we only get one perspective. Whereas in Don't You Want Me, we actually, get both sides of it. But yeah, I enjoy Oakey's vocals. They fit the Sonics very well, as is the case in most of their tunes. So yeah, a good tune from theirs. Maybe not a great tune, but one that I think is very much in their wheelhouse, both sonically and lyrically. So in any case, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.